I'd like to welcome all of you to a short video series that we're going to do here from the dojo. First of all, I hope this finds all of you and yours doing well. We're going to talk today about breathing exercises. I remember many years ago, the sensei told me, he said, Sanford, breathing exercises, breathing is important. He started to walk away and turn and said, if you don't think so, stop. So there it is. Breathing is very, very important, but breathing properly is the key. So we're going to give you 4 breathing exercises that you can learn to breathe properly and then to achieve different results. Breathing, if we can control our respiration cycle, we can control our heart rate. We know that in a stress situation, the adrenaline starts to dump into our system, our heart rate increases, the blood rushes to our extremities getting ready for the fight or flight syndrome. And in the days of the caves, that was fine. Our strength potential increased. I mean, we didn't have to be really a thinking, reasoning human being. Picked up a rock or a club and beat whatever was hunting us or beat whatever we were hunting. And no thought really involved. But in today's world, we need to have that capability to think and reason properly. But if we're not careful, our heart rate increases and there's only so much blood in the body. The blood rushes to our extremities, and the part that's denied its normal access of oxygenated blood is the thinking and reasoning portion of our brain. So breathing can also help you reduce pain and maintain control, clarity, and all of that. To breathe properly, we want to bring the breath in through our nose, and it comes in through the nostrils, and it almost as though it bounces off the back of your skull and comes straight down your back, like you're breathing down through your spine. And breathe to the point 2 inches below your belly button. So we breathe in through our nose to that point we'll call the center or tendon, in through the nose. And you put your hands there and almost feel that area expand. Then as you exhale, exhale through the mouth. But you don't want to exhale just, you want to exhale as though you're saying ha. So it's breathing in and exhale. So the first exercise, we're going to use that proper breathing. We're going to learn to breathe properly. It's a 3-3-3-3 count. We're going to breathe in for 3 counts, hold 3, exhale 3, and hold 3. I'll count, and you can practice with me. Again, put your hands there. Imagine that spot about 2 inches below your belly button, and breathe down to that spot, in through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth. Let the breath go out throughout the entire 3 count. Inhale through the entire 3 counts. So breathe in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. So you practice that exercise whenever you have the time. Practice it a little bit until it becomes normal, natural to breathe in, down to your center, hold, exhale. And by controlling your respiration cycle, you can control your heart rate. So in a stress situation, you learn through the proper breathing to slow your heart rate down to the 115 to 145 beats per minute, where you're going to be at your optimum performance zone in a self-defense or any other type of stress situation. We can tell that we're losing it when you start to hyperventilate or breathe too quickly. You feel your heart rate pounding in your chest. You may get the sweats, the uncontrollable body tremors. When that happens, it tells you it's time to do proper breathing, gain control of your respiration cycle, which in turn will gain control of your heart rate. The next breathing exercise, we still counting, 8, 3, 8, 3, 8, 3. During this exercise, we can bring on a little apprehension. The apprehension is the same kind of feeling as you might experience in fear. So in the stress situation, what we want to do is bring it on, and we call it inoculation. They found many years ago in a study, which I had, by the way, no part of, they took a group of rats and they divided it into 3 groups. Group number 1, they picked up the rat, held it upside down, and put it in a doughboy swimming pool. The little rat didn't like being picked upside down, and it panicked. And it would swim for about 20 minutes and drown. Another group of rats they just picked up and placed in the pool. They didn't turn them upside down. They didn't cause them to panic. And the rat could swim for about 24 hours before it drowned. With the third group, they'd pick it up, turn the rat upside down, and didn't like that. It'd panic. They put it back on its feet. They did it a number of times where finally the rat realized, hey, upside down is not pleasant, but I shortly will be back on my feet. They did that, they picked him up, turned him upside down, put him in the pool, and it swam for 24 hours. So 24 hours with no stress compared to 20 minutes with stress. And the experiment shows you graphically how stress can affect our body. So we're going to bring that feeling on. It would be, if you could imagine at a swimming pool and your friend dove in the pool and swam the length of the pool underwater with one breath. And you dive in and try the same thing, and you get about 2/3 of the way down the pool and you feel like you're going to explode, and you burst to the surface and suck in the air, and oh man, you felt like you were going to explode and die. But you made it 2/3 of the way. And so the next time you go a little bit further and a little bit further. It's not that your lung capacity is growing, it's that you're gaining control of that apprehension or that fear. So we're going to bring that on at some point during this exercise. So first you want to find a place where you're comfortable. Very little, if any, distractions. Sit comfortably and breathe properly. I'm going to breathe for you. We're going to breathe in through our nose for 8 counts. We're going to hold our breath for 3 counts. Exhale 8, hold 3. Again, you want to breathe in continuously for the entire 8 counts, and then also exhale continuously for the 8 counts. You don't want to breathe in and then go, ha, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to breathe out for the entire 8 counts, okay? So, again, you're breathing down to your center. You can close your eyes or not. You want to breathe in through the nose, and I'm going to count. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold your breath, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3. And we continue, 8, 3, 8, 3. Do it for about 10 minutes. When you can comfortably do it for 10 minutes, increase the time till you can finally do it for 20 minutes. Once you're at 20 minutes with the 8, 3, 8, 3 count, go back to 10 minutes and do 12 in, hold 3, out 12, hold 3. Start at 10 and work your way up to 20. When you can do that comfortably, go to 16, 3, 16, 3. Start at 10, work your way up to 20 minutes. That will have increased your self-control a fair bit. But if you want to take it further, go and sit someplace where there are distractions. TVs, radios, music, kids laughing and playing, dogs barking, traffic, anything like that at all, in a place where there are distractions. Go back to the 8, 3, 8, 3 count for 10, work your way up to 20, and go back to the 12, 3, 12, 3, 10 minutes, work your way up to 20, and then the 16, 3, 16, 3, from 10 to 20. If you'll do that, you will find that you will have increased a tremendous amount of self-control, self-discipline. It's going to be great for your system. You will find at some point you'll have that panic feeling where you need to suck for air or exhale quickly. Just continue through the exercise, and as you gradually get used to that panicked feeling, if you're in a stress situation and that panic feeling of fear or what have you comes on, your mind, your body will go, basically, been there, done that, no big problem, and you won't have any, you'll still be able to perform. They say that courage is not a lack of fear, it's a control of fear. So fear is not a problem until it starts to control you. The third exercise we call setting the tanden. So if I know I'm going to go into a high stress situation, or a high stress situation has come upon me that it doesn't require an immediate action, I'm going to breathe in through the nose to my center. I'm going to use my diaphragm and push down. And then exhale slowly through the mouth. And if I can do that 3 times, breathe in, press, exhale. Breathe in, press, exhale. And then I condition myself to go in the regular deep breathing exercise. I'll regain control of my body. I'll regain control of my respiration cycle, my heart rate. I'll be a thinking, reasoning human being and ready to act properly in that stress situation. Years ago, I taught this to some of our karate students in the leadership program, and they called it not the deep breathing and pressing the tanden, they called it crushing the butterflies. So that butterfly feeling when you feel apprehension in your gut, you breathe in and then crush the butterflies. It can help. A student wants to get in front of a class or other people, make a presentation, maybe an adult that needs to make a presentation in front of other people. You can practice this ahead of time, and then you go into your normal deep breathing exercise. If something comes on you all of a sudden, and you're immediately engaged into action, you don't need to worry about this. Hopefully you're disciplined yourself so you trained yourself properly so you breathe correctly. But otherwise, just take a slight step back, breathe in, set, exhale, and you're ready for action. So it takes practice, but it's well worth the while. So you have your first 3-3-3, your second 8-3-8-3, working all the way up to 6-3-6-3, and then setting the tanden. One last one. They say that during our normal daily activities, we only exchange maybe 70 to 75% of the air in our lungs. So I'd say that 25 to 30% of that air is in there, the oxygen's used up, it's just kind of dead air, it's sit there. So our heart's pumping the blood through our lungs, but there's not as much oxygen as there should be to pick up. So we want to get a full exchange of oxygen in our lungs so it's there for the blood to pick up, take out through our entire body. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands down, we're going to come up as we inhale through the nose, exhale, 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 and then exhale, everything out. If you can do it 3 times, that's good. 10 times is fine. Think about it during the night. You've had shallow breathing. Get up in the morning and do this. Be careful though. This will give you so much oxygen. You might get lightheaded, so be prepared to settle down. You don't want to faint, if you will. So we breathe in, exhale, do it 3 times. Those of you that do different types of athletic activities, run, swim, bicycle, you name it, the blood goes out to your extremities while you're working out, but it belongs back in your center. So after your workout, take at least 3 up to 10 of these deep breaths And then it might not be bad to do a few little crunchies or some sort of type of abdominal exercise. Bring the blood back where it belongs. So remember what Sensei said. Breathing's important. If you don't think so, stop. But let's learn to breathe properly. It'll make for a much healthier life. And there it is. Best wishes.